Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to our channel. In the competitive world of K-pop, Babymonster has just achieved something extraordinary. The 7-member girl group from YG Entertainment concluded their Love Monsters Japan fan concert tour in December 2025, attracting an astounding 100,000 fans across 8 sold-out shows in 4 major Japanese cities. This remarkable achievement is especially impressive considering the group officially debuted as a complete 7-member unit only on April 1, 2024, making them less than 2 years old as a full group. For context, this is the largest crowd gathered by any K-pop girl group in the shortest time since debut, establishing Babymonster as a genuine phenomenon in the Japanese music market. Babymonster consists of 7 talented members, Ruka and Asa from Japan, Farita and Chiquita from Thailand, and Rami, Rora, and Ahayan from South Korea. This multinational composition has proven to be one of their greatest strengths, particularly in Japan where having Japanese members Ruka and Asa creates an authentic cultural connection. They represent the first female Japanese idols to debut under YG Entertainment, which has added significant appeal for Japanese audiences. The group initially debuted on November 27, 2023 as a 6-member group with the digital single, Batter Up, with Ahayan temporarily absent due to health reasons before rejoining for their full 7-member debut with the mini-album Babymonster 7 ER in April 2024. The Love Monsters Japan fan concert tour ran from November 15 through December 7, 2025, showcasing the group's incredible drawing power. The tour kicked off with 2 shows at Lala Arena Tokyo Bay in Chiba on November 15 and 16, followed by performances at IG Arena Nagoya on November 22 and 23. They then moved to Tokyo's prestigious Ariake Arena on December 2 and 3, before concluding with a grand finale at ZBO Arena Kobe on December 6 and 7. Every single show was completely sold out, with fans creating massive queues that stretched around city blocks hours before doors opened. The atmosphere at each venue was electric, filled with the passionate energy of Monsties, as their dedicated fandom is called. What makes this achievement even more remarkable is that this 100,000 figure represents just one of their tours in Japan during 2025. Earlier in the year, Babymonster's first world tour, Hello Monsters, included a massive Japan leg that ran from March through April, spanning 11 performances across 5 venues. That tour attracted 150,000 fans, starting at Pia Arena in Yokohama on March 14 and concluding at Fukuoka International Center on April 20. The most notable stop was at K Arena Yokohama on April 12 and 13, where demand was so overwhelming that an emergency additional show was added on April 11, drawing 55,000 fans across those 3 days alone. Combining both tours, Babymonster has attracted approximately 250,000 fans in Japan during 2025 alone, a staggering number that demonstrates their explosive popularity in one of Asia's most important music markets. The concerts themselves were spectacular showcases of Babymonster's talents and stage presence. The group delivered powerful performances of their major hits including Drip, the title track from their first full-length album co-written by legendary artist G-Dragon, Sheesh, their breakthrough hip-hop track that became their first top 10 hit on South Korea's Circle Digital chart, and We Go Up, their recent title track released in October 2025. What particularly impressed audiences was the group's commitment to live singing using handheld microphones throughout the performances, demonstrating the authentic vocal abilities that have become one of their defining characteristics. The choreography was intense and dynamic, with members running freely across the stage and engaging with fans from every angle, creating an immersive experience enhanced by sophisticated lighting, impressive visual effects, and massive LED screens. One of the most special aspects of the Love Monsters tour was the multilingual fan interaction. The members communicated fluently in Japanese throughout the shows, making the local audience feel especially connected to them. This linguistic versatility is one of Babymonster's greatest strengths, as the group collectively speaks Korean, English, Japanese, Thai, and Chinese. Interactive segments were incorporated into each show, including dance challenges where fans learned choreography alongside the members and fun games that revealed the members' personalities beyond their polished stage personas. The group also performed their Japanese track, Ghost, which was released as the theme song for the Japanese film, Miruko-chan, in 2025, marking their first official soundtrack contribution and demonstrating their expanding influence in Japanese entertainment. The commercial success surrounding these concerts was equally impressive. The Tokyo stop was broadcast live on TBS, one of Japan's major television networks, giving fans who couldn't secure tickets a chance to experience the performance and demonstrating the group's mainstream appeal. Pop-up stores were set up in each city throughout the tour, and these retail spaces saw massive lines every single day. Fans eagerly purchased the group's full-length album, Drip, along with extensive merchandise including photo cards, posters, clothing, and accessories. During their earlier Hello Monsters tour at K-Arena Yokohama, the merchandise booths generated an estimated 1.5 billion Korean won in additional sales, with crowds so large that it became difficult to enter the venue after shows. Babymonster's rapid rise has been marked by record-breaking achievements from the very beginning. Their debut single, Batter Up, achieved 22.59 million views within 24 hours on YouTube, making it the most viewed K-pop debut song in a day at that time. The music video reached 50 million views in just 4 days, 100 million views in 18 days, and 200 million views in 53 days, each milestone setting new records for K-pop girl group debuts. Their YouTube channel surpassed 1 million subscribers in just 52 days and 2 million subscribers in 129 days, becoming the fastest K-pop girl group to achieve these milestones at the time. Their subsequent releases have continued this trajectory of success. Sheesh, released on April 1, 2024, became their breakthrough hit, debuting at number 69 on Spotify's Daily Top Songs global chart with 1.76 million streams, making it the highest-charting K-pop girl group entry on Spotify in 2024. The song reached number 16 on the Billboard Global Chart excluding the US and remained on the charts for 18 consecutive weeks. Their first full-length album, Drip, released on November 1, 2024, attracted 820,000 orders within its first week, nearly doubling the sales of their debut mini-album in the same timeframe. The album debuted at number 149 on the Billboard 200, marking their first entry on this prestigious chart. The title track, Drip, peaked at number 30 on the Billboard Global 200 and gained renewed popularity following viral live performance videos, resulting in their second top 10 hit on Korea's Circle Digital charts and reaching number 26 on the Billboard Japan Hot 100. The involvement of G-Dragon in co-writing Drip was particularly significant, as it lent creative credibility from one of K-pop's most respected artists and helped establish Babymonster's legitimacy in the industry. This collaboration represents YG Entertainment's strategy of connecting their new group with the company's legacy while allowing them to develop their own identity. Babymonster was intentionally crafted to embody both 2NE1's charisma and Blackpink's glamour, encapsulating what is often referred to as the YG DNA, a signature mix of talent, boldness, and distinctive edge. The group's success in Japan specifically reflects both their own merits and YG Entertainment's strong legacy in the market. Previous YG groups including Big Bang, 2NE1, and Blackpink all achieved significant popularity in Japan, building a foundation of trust and interest in YG artists among Japanese music fans. However, Babymonster has accelerated the traditional timeline dramatically. What typically required years of consistent releases, television appearances, and gradual relationship building, Babymonster has accomplished in less than 2 years as a full group. This acceleration reflects both their exceptional talents and the changing dynamics of the global music industry, where social media and digital platforms allow artists to build international followings more rapidly than ever before. Industry recognition has followed their commercial success. Babymonster was named as one of the next generation leaders through a survey conducted by Sisa Journal and Gallup Korea, and one of 11 artists named Future of Music by Rolling Stone Korea in 2024. They've also been referred to as the next generation YouTube queens in media coverage, attributed to their impressive viewership and subscriber counts. Most prestigiously, they were the only K-pop artist invited to perform at Best Hits Kyosai 2025 on November 13th, one of Japan's most historic and prestigious year-end music shows broadcast by Yomiuri TV, taking place at Osaka-jo Hall. This invitation placed them alongside Japan's top domestic artists and represents a significant honor for such a young group. At each concert, the members expressed heartfelt gratitude to their fans, repeatedly emphasizing the meaningful nature of the experience. They said, "Thanks to Monsties, we were able to stand on such a big stage. We hope our music will bring a little happiness to your daily lives. We will continue to work hard for Monsties. We think this moment will remain as a special memory, and we hope it will be a fond memory for everyone." These sincere messages resonated deeply with audiences, many of whom had supported the group since their pre-debut days through the reality show, Last Evaluation. The emotional connection between Babymonster and their Japanese fans was palpable throughout each performance, with synchronized fan chants echoing through the arenas and creating moments of pure collective joy. Looking ahead, Babymonster's momentum shows no signs of slowing. After completing their Japan fan concert tour, the group continued their Asian expansion with the Love Monsters Asia fan concert tour, including performances at Bangkok Impact Arena on December 27th and 28th, followed by shows at Taipei Arena on January 2nd and 3rd, 2026. Their first world tour, Hello Monsters, is also continuing with newly added North American dates set to kick off in August, starting in Toronto and continuing through Rosemont, Atlanta, Fort Worth, Oakland, and Seattle. This expansion to North America represents the next phase of their global conquest and will test their ability to replicate their Asian success in Western markets. Beyond concerts, Babymonster has been actively building their presence in Japan through various channels. Their collaborations with major brands like Google Pixel and participation in significant local projects such as Sony Park Exhibition 2025 Part 2 have further elevated their profile in the Japanese market. These commercial partnerships demonstrate not just their popularity but also their perceived value as brand ambassadors who can connect with consumers across different demographics. From steadily growing album sales to dominating digital music charts and making appearances on major broadcast music shows, the group has maintained consistent visibility and demonstrated staying power beyond initial debut excitement. The 100,000 fans who attended the Love Monsters Japan fan concert tour weren't just witnesses to a series of concerts but participants in a historic moment. They saw the early stages of what could become one of K-pop's defining groups, experiencing the powerful performances, genuine artist-fan connections, and the energy that sets Babymonster apart. For the group, these shows represented not just a milestone but a launching pad for even greater achievements. The journey from YG's trainee rooms to sold-out arenas across Japan has been remarkable, but for Babymonster, this is clearly just the beginning. What Babymonster has accomplished goes beyond impressive statistics. It represents a fundamental shift in how quickly new K-pop groups can establish themselves in major international markets. Their success validates YG Entertainment's patient development approach, spending years training the members and building anticipation through pre-debut content rather than rushing them to market. The strategy of maintaining high production values and involving established artists like G-Dragon in their music has paid dividends, helping Babymonster be taken seriously as artists with staying power rather than as temporary phenomena driven solely by initial hype. As Babymonster continues their ascent, they face both opportunities and challenges. The opportunities include expanding into new markets, establishing themselves as global brand ambassadors, and defining their own identity distinct from their YG predecessors. The challenges include maintaining momentum, developing their musical identity further, and managing the pressures that come with rapid success. However, their Japan performances demonstrate that the group possesses both the talent and work ethic to navigate these challenges successfully. Their ability to deliver powerful live performances, connect authentically with audiences across language barriers, and continually improve their craft suggests a group with genuine staying power. In conclusion, Babymonster's achievement of attracting 100,000 fans across their Love Monsters Japan fan concert tour, combined with the 150,000 from their earlier Hello Monsters tour, establishes them as a major force in the Japanese music market and in K-pop globally. With 250,000 total attendees in Japan during 2025 alone, record-breaking digital achievements, chart success, and genuine artistic talent, the group has proven they are not just riding a wave of hype but building a sustainable career. As they continue to tour, release new music, and expand their global presence, Babymonster carries with them the excitement of unlimited possibility. With their talent, determination, and the unwavering support of Monsties worldwide, they are poised to continue redefining what's possible in K-pop and establishing themselves as a defining force in global music for years to come. Thanks for watching a new K-pop force. Babymonster attracts 100,000 fans in Japan. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. What's your favorite Babymonster moment? Annyeong.